Nestled in historic downtown Apex, there's a place where you can experience the wonders of craft beer. Enjoy a wide selection of beers from North Carolina, the U.S., and around the world. And it's only at the Beer Dispensary.
Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave. We're the NC Beer Guys. We promote North Carolina craft beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We introduce you to these breweries and to beer you might not know about, and we do these videos just to get you the wider experience of the beer that's available across North Carolina. We're kind of we're kind of talking about a beer today and drinking a beer that we're negligent in not having done before. We've actually had the beer and loved the beer. But
now it's
available in bottles. It actually has been for a little while. And it's one of our it's one of the flagships out of Fullsteam Brewery over on Reesby Avenue in Durham.
Okay, it's a crazy favorite. Okay,
and we think they do such great work. And we've talked about Carver in our writings. We've talked about it. It's one of our go-tos. So I don't know why we've never done a video on the Carver Lager out of Fullsteam. But we haven't, so we're going to remedy that today.
That's right, because we could have been negligent. We could have gotten a growler while it's in season and then brought it home, but we just didn't.
That's right. So, when you're in the bottle shop, look for the Fullsteam product.
I'm gonna read that.
I'm not beer yet.
Don't be opening it.
I want to read what they say about Carver. And of course, if you know anything about North Carolina history, you know, which is a sweet potato beer, it's a sweet potato lager. And they say it's smooth and subtle. Carver is a crisp, refreshing lager brewed with 200 pounds of North Carolina sweet potatoes per batch and 0 ounces of pie spice. So this is not your pumpkin pie beer. This is pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. It's not a dessert kind of beer. It's a real lager. Just happens to be brewed with some sweet potatoes. Savory and earthy, deliciously smooth. Carver celebrates the subtle flavor of North Carolina's most prized agricultural crop. Enjoy our tribute to a true Southern visionary, Dr. George Washington Carver, of course, who was all about producing some sweet potatoes and finding various ways for using that. Although I'm not sure George Washington Carver ever envisioned making beer out of his sweet potatoes, but Sean Lilly Wilson envisioned that and did it. And Fullsteam is all about back to nature, local grown.
The plow to pint.
And how could you be any more tied to the North Carolina culture than to brew a beer, if you're a brewery, with sweet potatoes. That's
a nightmare, but
yeah,
that's another thing you don't have to know about.
If you get a chance to tour the brewery or talk to them over there.
Say Sean, so what's up with the sweet potato? How is that working in the brewing process?
Ask him how it gunks up his system, because if you've ever handled sweet potatoes in cooking, you know there's strings and skins and all kinds of things in sweet potatoes that just don't go through a brewery system like grains and malts and stuff, and it's got to gunk up the system.
Yep, heavily.
But it makes a great beer. It's one of Fullsteam's flagships, and now it's available, as we said, in bottles, and you should reach out and get one. If you've never had a Carver out of Fullsteam, you've not experienced the full gamut of North Carolina beer.
That's right.
I mean, that's just one of the staples you've got to have on your palate and know about. And when you talk to people about what makes NC beer, you need to be able to reference the story behind this beer and what Sean's doing at Fullsteam. And Fullsteam, I mean, that's a deficit in your education if you don't know about Fullsteam.
That's right.
Did I talk too much? Let's drink.
You're just rambling and not.
I'm not rambling.
You're not letting me drink.
No, I feel good. I mean, we think they're doing great things at Fullsteam. They make great beer too. So
it smells like a lager.
Smells like a lager. Yeah, you don't get much sweet potato flavor from it or smell from it.
And you get that slight sweetness with it. You get slight, I don't know if you could actually disseminate it to be, this is definitely sweet potatoes. It's not like a pumpkin beer. That's only, that it's pumpkin beer because you have the spices to it and such. This just has that smooth flavor, slightly sweet.
Well, but speaking as a native, who has experienced his share of sweet potatoes in many varieties.
Yes.
I think you do taste the sweet potato. I think I know it's sweet potato.
Okay.
Just because it's that certain sweetness that you don't get. Now, I wouldn't know if it's a yam or a sweet potato. That's all. The whole big argument is yams and sweet potatoes are two different things.
Aren't they the same thing?
They are not the same thing.
Oh God, we don't need to know that.
You need to know that.
Not now.
But they're not the same.
Okay.
But yes, I think you do taste it is so subtle that it's not a sweet dessert kind of beer. Don't get the impression.
Remember, it's a lager, so
Sean's,
you really can't you don't want to overspice a lager anyway.
And Sean says on the bottle, I think that's kind of the forewarning. Don't think you're getting a dessert, a sweet potato pie in a bottle.
It's just very refreshing.
Because there's none of that cinnamony, nutmeggy, even sugary stuff.
It's a nice, refreshing beer.
In every way, and different enough. Again, as I said, it's one of the things you should have knowledge of as an NC beer drinker. That there is a sweet potato lager out there. Comes out of Fullsteam. It's the culture of what we do in North Carolina. Sweet potatoes, that's it. So if you get a chance, now you can get your own Carver. At the bottle shops.
Widely distributed.
Yeah, Fullsteam's somewhere everywhere. So I'd be surprised if you couldn't find it if you really make the effort. And better yet, find your way over to Rigsby Avenue, and they have a great atmosphere in the brewery, tavern, whatever they call it now. And it's just a fun place to hang out. It's in a burgeoning district over in Durham. They're revitalizing that area of town, and they're leading the way over there. And Carver's one of the reasons. So reach out, get you some Carver from Fullsteam, and you will enjoy it. For the NC Beer guys, this is Glenn and Dave reminding you to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.